Welcome to my channel. My name is Florence, and this is a continuation from my other video. I'll be showing you how I made the blouse that goes with the pencil skirt. If you're up for it, keep on watching because this is not a tutorial on how I achieved the pattern. So I already have my front pieces all cut out and ready to sew. I'm going to start with the darts as usual. I'm going to put all the pieces together and sew through all the darts. I just like to get that out of the way before anything else. I'm going to do the same for the back piece. The center back does not have a zip there, so I'm just going to stitch through the center back and then the dart and make it all one piece. All the pieces have been sewn together at the dart, and now I'm going to do the same for the lining. I'm going to do the same thing for the lining fabric, and I'm going to sew all the darts together. Back lining has a facing and the top, so I'm going to do that first before I sew the darts. This is what it looks like after sewing and ironing the front and the back lining. Next, I'm going to add the peplum for the top part of the front with the closed blanket, and I'm going to sew all along and then iron it so that it continues the blanket all the way to the end of the peplum. This is what it should look like after ironing. Then I'm going to insert my zipper to this side of this half of the front and sew it all to the end, starting from the bottom because the zip is longer than I need. So I'll cut it off at the top. It's an open and close zip and I need the lower part. I'm going to do the exact same thing for the other side and then insert the zip. And after this, I'm going to attach the lining, turn it to the other side and sew to give it a neat, clean finish. So the part with the blanket, I'm going to just snip it a little to where I can shift it out of the side so that I don't sew it down with the lining, and then I'm going to just fold it in and top stitch and then finish up with the lining, join the top bodice to the lower part, and then I'm going to finish up the zip. I'll do the same for the back and finish up the piece. Once that is all done, I'm going to attach the front to the back. I'm going to put right sides together, both the lining and the main fabric because they're already one. I'm just going to attach them and sew the shoulder seam and iron. Once that is done, I am going to flip it to the other side so that the right sides of the fabric are facing each other, and then I'm going to finish up the armhole and overlock all around. Then I'm going to sew the side seams so that it becomes a whole blouse. Once that is done, I'm going to do the same thing for the sleeve. I am going to sew the lining to the main fabric and then join them together. Now I'm going to attach the main fabric lining to the main fabric peplum, and then the sleeve lining to the sleeve lining peplum, so that they'll become individually pieces well joined together at the bottom of the peplum. This way the sleeve won't have any side seam showing on the other side. The material is quite itchy, so I don't really want it to touch the skin of my client. This is what it looks like after I finished, and now I'm just going to turn it out so that the lining and the main fabric are one. Then I'm going to iron it so that it looks nice and neat. When I'm done, I'm going to overlock around the armhole and make it ready to be attached to the main bodice. I'm just going to attach the sleeve to the main bodice, right sides together, and sew all around. Everything has been overlocked all around, so I won't have to do that again. After the sleeve, that is all I have to do, and this gorgeous blouse jacket is finished. This is the finished look. I know it looks a little bit untidy inside, but there are lots of pleats with the lining so that there is room to breathe and for movement, so not really rough, but I still ironed it anyway, and this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching me sew this jacket slash blouse. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, bye.